Hey there, class. Today we are going to try learning subtraction using regrouping or borrowing. Okay, and this is kind of a tricky skill, so we're going to see how it goes. But when we look at a number like this, we have 42 minus 25. Okay, but if we look, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line down to divide my ones place and my tens place, right? So this is my ones place, this is my tens place, right? Okay, so what I need to be thinking of when I look at this number is I always start with my ones place first, right? So 2 minus 5. But can I take 5 away from 2? We always have to have a bigger number on top. So this is when we're borrowing. So what we're going to do is we're going to borrow from the tens place right next to it, okay? So if I'm borrowing one whole set of 10, I'm going to cross out this number, and I am going to change it to 1 less than 4. So 1 less than 4 is going to be 3, okay? But now I have this group of 10 hanging out, right? So what I need to do is I need to add it to this number. So if I have a 2 and I'm adding a group of 10, it's going to be 12. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write 12 up here. Now this is how you do the subtraction problem, just like you normally would, straight down. Okay, so we're going to do 12 minus 5. And I can do that in my head, but if I can't do it in my head, I can use my blocks, my handy little cubes. So here I have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 and I'm taking away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to count how many I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to write that down here. Okay, now I have to do the numbers in my tens place. 3 minus 2. So I'm going to start with my 3 and I'm going to take away 2. 1, 2. Just one left. Okay, so that's how you regroup. Let's do one more example. We are going to do this number. We are going to do 57 minus 39. First step I'm going to take is I am going to take a different colored marker. And I'm going to go straight down my middle to separate my ones that I have over here from my tens. Again, we're going to look at this problem and we have a 7 minus 9. We can't take 9 away from 7 because 7's smaller than 9. When my top number is smaller, we need to regroup. So my top number is smaller. I'm going to borrow from my 5. I'm going to borrow one set of 10. So if I'm borrowing one set of 10, this is going to go down to a 4. Okay? And then I have that whole 10 that I need to add back. So I have 7, and I have to add 10. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I'm going to write 17 up here. Cross that one out. Now I'm ready to solve. So my new problem is 17 minus 9. So I'm going to grab 17 of my little blocks. Just quite a few. Okay, I have 17 blocks, and I'm going to take away 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's count how many I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to write that down here. 8, and then I need to do 4 minus 3. So I'm going to start with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take away 3, and I'm going to have 1 left. So my answer is 18. Okay, this is a skill that can be a little bit tricky, so I want you to remember that if we had a number like this, oops, that one doesn't work, 82 minus 38. the first thing I'm going to do when I see a problem like this is I am going to look at this number and see if it's smaller. Is 2 smaller than 8? Yeah, it is. So I'm going to have to regroup, okay? So that's something I need you to think about, is that this is a situation in which we're going to need regrouping. So I'm going to borrow from my 8. I'm going to make it a 7. But now I need to add my 10 back to my 2, so it's going to become a 12. Now I'm doing 12 minus 8, and 12 minus 8 I know is 4. Then I have 7 minus 3, which I also know is 4. My answer is 44. Okay, this is something that's a little bit tricky, but I hope that made sense. Now you're going to do some practice on your own on a worksheet.